Hello, my pretty little fair maidens and my fair fellows. How are you all? It's good to see you. Yes, it's lovely to see you with your sparkly eyes. All eager, all set. Okay, let's get started and enjoy this journey to Tock's tea party. Tock's tea party. Well, Tock was a brownie and he lived with the enchanter, Wind Whistle. Enchanter कौन होता है? जी, enchanter जो कि magic कर सकता है. And his name was Wind Whistle. And he kept his house neat and tidy for him. So Tock worked for the enchanter Wind Whistle and used to help him keep his house and home neat and tidy. He cooked his meals, उसका खाना पकाता था, washed his clothes, and sometimes he helped Wind Whistle with his spells also. तो उसके magic spell जो जादू का abracadabra होता था, उसको उसमें भी कभी कभी help कर देता और खाना भी बनाता था. He was hard at work all day long, but he was very, very happy. और वो लेकिन वो बहुत खुश था, सारा दिन मेहनत करता था. One afternoon there came a knock at the door, and Tock went to open it. Right outside. Now, when he opened the door, outside was a princess of the Blue Hills. A princess of the Blue Hills. And two of her courtiers जो उसको अटेंड करते थे, उसके escort करते थे. Hello, Amna Tahir, Assalamu alaikum. And two of her courtiers, and वो आए थे Wind Whistle के पास उससे कोई advice लेने. Thank you, Amna. It was just tea time, और इस वक्त शाम का टाइम हो रहा था तो tea time था, right? So he started thinking, now pray come inside. बड़े respect से उसने obviously, क्योंकि वो बहुत थी princess थी वो, तो उनको बड़ा respect देना पड़ता था. So it knew they would all stay to tea. And oh dear me, there were no cakes at all, hardly any jam, and just a pinch of tea. अब वो दिल में सोचने लगा, हमारे भी जब मेहमान आते हो, ये तो रॉयल्टी प्रिंसेस ऑफ ब्लू हिल्स आई थी. अब वो सोचने लगा ये टी टाइम है और वो टी के बगैर तो हम उन्हें जाने नहीं दे सकते. इट विल बी बैड मैनर्स, बुरी बात होगी. तो अब हमें क्या करना, अब हम क्या करेंगे? चाय भी इतनी नहीं है, जैम भी बहुत थोड़ा है, और केक्स तो है ही नहीं. Pray come inside, said Tock, bowing low. All right, he bowed low, for he knew his manners very well. He was very mannerful, bada tamizdar tha. The princess came in, smelling very sweet and looking lovely. Tock gave her and the ladies in waiting some chairs in the drawing room. और Tock ने उनको और उसकी जो लेडीज इन वेटिंग, जो उसके साथ लेडीज अटेंडेंट आती थी, ऑब्वियसली शी वाज अ प्रिंसेस, और ड्राइंग रूम में बिठाया. यू नो व्हाट अ ड्राइंग रूम इज. और फिर जाके विंड विसल को बताया ऑफ हिज रॉयल विजिटर. ऑल द टाइम इन हिज माइंड वाज what am I going to do, was worrying about tea. What should he do for cakes and jam? You couldn't give royal princesses plain bread and butter. And goodness gracious, there was hardly any butter either. Oh, so what am I going to do? ये काम तो Tock के थे ना, वो तो एडवाइस के लिए उसके पास आए थे. Wind Whistle तो मास्टर था. Now Wind Whistle was very pleased, बहुत खुश हुआ to hear of his royal visitor. Obviously, अगर आपको princess मिलने आए तो आपको भी खुशी होगी. He put on his best coat, cloak at once and said to Tock, get ready, late nicely. Oh, your highness, isn't it dreadful? There are no cakes, just a pinch of tea, hardly any jam, and not much butter, said poor Tock. Well, go to the shops and get some, said the enchanter snappily. He was in a hurry to go and meet the princess. Dear, dear, so it is, said the enchanter. Oh, they are all shut, the shops. It's early closing day. Oh dear, said the enchanter. Well, never mind now. Listen carefully. Tick-tock, lay the table as usual, but place the butter dish, the jam dish, and cake dishes. आपको समझ आ रही है ना? Empty on the table. Empty. Do you hear? वो सब खाली होनी चाहिए. लेकिन हर चीज़ का कंटेनर, स्पेशल डिशेस होती हैं ना, बटर के लिए, जैम के लिए, सॉसेस के लिए, केक्स के लिए. Put no tea in the teapot, put no tea in the teapot, but fill it with boiling water. I have a mind to do a little abracadabra magic for the princess and at the same time provide a good tea for her. Ah, Tick-tock listened open mouth. How exciting! He ran to do what he was told. जो उसे कहा गया था. He laid the table very nicely. Excuse me. Put out empty butter, empty jam, and empty cake dishes, and filled the teapot with boiling water. Oh wow! When Whistle led the princess and her lazy into the room where the tea was laid and requested them to please have a seat and bade them to sit down. They were surprised. Even the ladies in waiting, they were gaping. There was nothing on the table. The tea was laid and, but madam, do you like Indian or China tea? Began the enchanter, holding up the teapot. Then he caught sight of the brownie Tick-tock peeping in at the door to watch everything. He wanted to see the magic happening. He wanted to see the princess. Go to the kitchen, he ordered, and shut the door, Tick-tock. Poor Tick-tock. उसको मैंने किचन में बंद कर दिया और कहा कि दरवाजा भी बंद करो. He had so badly wanted to see everything. He shut the door and went to the kitchen. But in half a minute he was back again, peeping through the keyhole and listening to what the enchanter, the magician, was saying. I'll have China tea, said the princess. China tea, pour forth, commanded the enchanter, and the princess gave a scream of delight. For pale China tea poured from the teapot into her cup. And the lady said, I'd like Indian tea, said. And when Whistle said, Indian tea, pour forth, at once dark Indian tea poured into the cups. What sort of jam do you like? Asked Whistle. Strawberry, please. All the visitors, the ladies in waiting and the princess, they wanted strawberry. Which is your favorite jam? Now, let me know. Let me know which is your favorite jam. Strawberry jam appeared in the dish. Cried, come on, appear. And it appeared in the dish. Immediately a great heap of delicious jam appeared. And what cakes do you prefer? Asked the enchanter. Chocolate cakes for me, cried the princess in excitement. Cherry buns for me, said the first lady. And ginger fingers for me, begged the second lady. Chocolate cakes appear, and cherry buns came forth, ginger fingers appeared, and the chocolate, delicious, beautiful looking cake. 3 dishes were suddenly full of the most delicious looking cakes, and the ladies cried out, oh, how delightful! Then the enchanter struck the butter dish. Now, butter, where are you? He cried. Golden butter at once gleamed, shone in the dish. It was marvelous. Outside the door, Tick-tock listened to all this and tried to see through the keyhole what was happening. It was most exciting. Wouldn't it be exciting? आपके सामने magic सी चीजें आ रही हैं empty dishes में. Wow, that would be super thrilling, wouldn't it be? After tea, Whistle called Tick-tock to him. I'm going to the Blue Hills with the princess and her ladies. He said, she needs my help. Look after my house, okay? And see that nothing goes wrong. And don't meddle with any magic or you will be sorry. उसने कहा, तुम keep my house clean, look after it, और आपने कोई मैजिक से नहीं खेलना, कोई मैजिक वर्ड्स नहीं यूज करने, otherwise you will be sorry. By 6 o'clock, wind whistled and the ladies were gone and the Tock was left alone. He finished up the cakes that were left from tea and enjoyed them very much. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. They were much nicer than any that was sold in the shops. The cake, the leftover cakes and the other ginger fingers, they were better than what was sold in the shops. Give a tea party and make all the cakes and things appear. Yoo-hoo! He got this idea. I can wear the enchanter's magic cloak and then all the things I say will come true. So मैं magician का cloak पहनूंगा और फिर मैं जो कहूँगा वो होगा. Oh wow! And how lovely, won't I make everyone stare? My friends will think I'm an enchanter. मेरे सब friends समझेंगे कि मैं magician हूँ. So he thought about it, he was very excited, and then he sat down at once and wrote 6 notes to his friends. One went to Big Eyes, one to Little Feet. Look at the names of the friends. कितने मजे के. Big Eyes, Little Feet, another to Pippity, the 4th to Gobo, and the last to Tubby and Roundy, the 2 fat brownies. So they were all brownies, और जैसे उनकी speciality थी वैसे उनके नाम थे. Please come to a magic tea party, he wrote to each of them. Then he licked up the envelopes and licked up the envelopes to stick them. How excited he felt. He had asked his friends for the next day, so he was very busy in the morning making the house tidy and putting fresh flowers on the tea table. You know, when guests are coming, you always put fresh flowers and make your house look pretty and smell nice. Nice. Then after his dinner, he washed himself, did his hair nicely. He got ready. Okay, he laid the tea. Okay, what did he do? Okay, and last went up to put on the enchanter's magic cloak. Okay, it was embroidered. उसपे कढ़ाई हुई थी, flowers बने हुए थे with suns and flowers and moons, and they shone very brightly. Tock walked about in front of the looking glass in Wind Whistle's bedroom and thought he looked very grand. Won't I surprise everyone this afternoon? He chuckled to himself. Dear me, there's the clock striking 3:30. I must put the kettle on for tea. He ran downstairs, nearly tripping. वो इतनी जल्दी तेज भागा कि वो गिरने लगा था because clock बहुत बड़ा था. It was too big for him. He put the kettle on and waited for his friends. They all came together looking very smart in the best clothes. They were most excited and crowded around Tock asking what a magic tea party was. Wouldn't we be excited? I would be very excited. Wait and see, said Tock. He led them into the dining room where tea was laid, but when they saw the empty dishes, their faces grew long. Wasn't there going to be anything to eat? I'm glad Amna Tahir. I hope she's enjoying it. How old is she? Wait and see, laughed Tock again, running into the kitchen to fetch the kettle which was now boiling. His guests sat down round the table and waited. Tock came back with the kettle. He was going to do better than the enchanter. He was going to make the cakes, jam, butter and tea all appear at once. और वो बहुत excited हो गया और उसने कहा कि मैं तो सब चीजें ज़्यादा grand तरीके से करूँगा. What sort of cakes and jams do you like? He asked his guests. They all called out together, gooseberry jam, chocolate roll, coconut buns, cherry cake, plum jam, marmalade, sponge fingers. So they all, each one हर एक की अपनी पसंद थी. Right, said TikTok. He picked up the teapot which he had filled with nothing but hot water and then cried, "Tea, pour forth. Butter, appear. Gooseberry jam, plum jam, marmalade, where are you? Chocolate roll, come on. Cherry cake, sponge fingers, come forth." Then to the enormous surprise of all his friends, the teapot poured into the cups, one after another, began to come, and jam and marmalade. Whoops! Whoops came into the dishes. Butter heaped itself on the rest of the dishes. It was perfectly marvelous. "Wonderful," said Gobo. "How do you do it?" shouted Tubby and Roundy. "Goodness gracious, it's easy," said Tip, pouring out his cup of tea last of all. "I'm quite a good magician. I'm sure I could teach Wind Whistle a lot." A puzzled look came over the faces of the 6 guests as they watched the jam, butter, and cakes appearing in the dishes. They had been appearing for quite a while now, and the dishes were much too full. In fact, the gooseberry jam was gir raha tha tablecloth pe. "Oops, you ought to have put out the bigger dishes," said Tubby to TikTok. "Look, they aren't big enough for all the cakes and things." But TikTok was also feeling puzzled and confused, परेशान हो गया about something, and didn't hear what Tubby said. The teapot had filled his cup, but when he set it down on the teapot stand, it didn't stay there. No, it hopped up into the air all by itself and began to pour tea into the milk jug. It was most peculiar. अब उसको समझ नहीं आ रही कि oh my God, वो कप जाके फिर वो milk pot में tea pour कर रहा है. TikTok who took hold of it and put it back on the tray. But as soon as he put it, up hopped the teapot into the air again and poured a stream of tea into the sugar pot. It was most annoying. "I say, TikTok, the dishes aren't big enough. I tell you," said Tubby as he and the other watched the cakes falling over. गिर रहे थे प्लेट डिशेस में से और सारी टेबल भी केक से भर गई. "Shall we get some more?" "No, just help yourself. Eat as much as you want to," said TikTok, still busy with the teapot. He was not understanding. He कैसे उसको रोके? "No, just help yourself. Just..." So the guests began eating, but dear me, they couldn't eat nearly as fast as those cakes, jams, and butter appeared. Soon the tablecloth was in a dreadful mess. सारी जगह सोची जैम, marmalade, cake सब गिर रहा था, drip कर रहा था, और butter भी flopped down while the marmalade was in big blobs all around its dish. The cakes no longer fell on the dishes as they appeared out of the air. Shh, like this. Shh, like this. Oh my God! Boom! The guests were rather frightened, especially when they saw what trouble the teapots were giving poor TikTok, but they said no more. Oh my God! See what's happening in the picture? He's worried. उसकी जान निकली हुई और हर जगह marmalade, cake के pieces हर जगह. They ate. उन्होंने खाते रहे वो बड़े मजे से. Everything was delicious. और TikTok से तो कुछ भी नहीं खाया गया, कुछ भी नहीं खाया गया. All the time he was trying to stop from pouring tea here, there. At last it tore itself away from the frightened brownie and poured some tea down Gobo's neck. और teapot ने Gobo जो उसका friend आया था उसकी गर्दन पे अब tea डाल. Ow! Ow! Squeaked Gobo, jumping. Ow! He jumped in fright as the hot tea dripped down his collar. Oh, it's burnt me. He wiped the tea away. अब आप देख लेना जब आप कहना नहीं मानते और वो इंस्ट्रक्शंस देके गया था. बुरे काम का बुरा नतीजा. Ow! Squeaked Gobo. Ow! Ow! It's burnt me. He wiped the tea away with his handkerchief and he started crying. Ho, ho, ho. I'm going home. This isn't nice to you. He ran out of the door. The others looked at one another. Teapot moved towards them now. Oh, Assalamu alaikum, Mahira. The other looks at one another. The teapot moved towards Tubby, but he jumped out of the way. Up Tubby ne bhag gaya teapot ke aage se. Goodbye, Tock, he said, I must get home. I have some work to do. I must go with him, said Roundy, and the two brownies ran off in a hurry. It was not happy to see you, Myra. Absolutely, I'm good, thank you. It wasn't long before the other guests went too. The magic was frightening them. It was all very well have to as many cakes as you wanted, but to see hundreds of dropping from here and over them also, over the floor as well now. Oh, but to see hundreds dropping onto the table was very strange and queer. Bada hi ajeeb scene tha, khaufnak. They felt sure something had gone wrong. Tock was very unhappy and rather frightened. Why do you think he was frightened? Why do you think he was frightened? Thank you, Myra. Tock was unhappy. वो बहुत नाखुश था और डर रहा था. What had happened? Had he done the magic just the same as wind whistle? Why would not everything stop appearing? Why didn't that horrid teapot stop pouring? Oh, Tock looked around. Oh my God, how am I going to clean this? What a mess. Kitta gadda ho gaya sab kuch. Look at all the jam and marmalade. Look at the cakes. They're not falling on the dishes. Look at the butter all over the place. And look at that perfect nuisance, horrible teapot pouring tea on the carpet. Now whatever was he to do? वो सर पकड़ के बैठ गया. उसको समझ नहीं आ रही थी. Oh, he had started a magic that he could not stop. Did you guess it? He could not say. He didn't know how to stop the magic. Oh, the teapot suddenly stopped pouring tea on the carpet and playfully poured some on Tock's beautiful cloak. Oh, look what you've done to the enchanter's best cloak. Oh, what a mess. Whatever will he say? Oh my goodness me, I must go and sponge off the tea at once. उसने कहा ये क्या किया है? ये क्या किया है? टीपॉट तो उसकी जान को आ गया था. उसने कहा तुमने, ओह माय गॉड, विंड विसल का क्लो खराब हो गया, मुझे जल्दी से इसको स्पॉन्ज से साफ करना है. He rushed upstairs to the bathroom. He took a sponge and began to sponge the stain on the cloak. He was dreadfully afraid the enchanter would see it, and what would he say then? Oh dear, why ever had Tock meddle with magic? क्यों उसने magic को कॉपी करने की कोशिश की, जबकि विंड विसल उसको मना करके गया था. When he had been told not to, it took a long time to get the tea stain out of the. बहुत टाइम लगा उसको स्टेन निकालने में. But at last it was done. He hung the cloak over a chair to dry and was just going downwards when he heard someone shouting from outside the house. He stuck his head out of the window to see what the matter was. Out of the door stood Gobo, and he was shouting at the top of his voice, "Hi, Tock, are you all right? There are a lot of funny things happening down here. Look. Tock looked, and out of the front door he saw a stream. पूरी एक नहर सी pond बन गया टी का. It was running down the path. Mixed with it was butter, jam, marmalade, cake. Oh my God! Can you imagine? पूरा river बन गया cakes का, marmalade का, jam का, because he could not stop. एक पूरी नहर सी बन गई, and they were all bobbing and up and down in the tea. Oh no, and ran downstairs in a hurry. Well, I couldn't tell you what the dining room looked like. I can't tell you. वहाँ तो पाँव रखने की भी जगह नहीं थी. Or teapot was going on pouring tea. Oh my God. There were hundreds and hundreds of cake. Oh my God, the jam and marmalade and butter were all mixed up together. And more things were dropping down the room. Tock, जैसे ducks नहीं चलती पानी में, he teapot at once poured some tea on his nose, and he gave a cry of pain, for it was ouch. Whatever was he to do? Can't you stop the things coming and coming? Shouted Gopo, who was really sorry. I know, sobbed Tock, but I thought they would stop by themselves, and they haven't. If only Wind Whistle was here. Then Gopo pointed up. Hey, he comes. He's come home sooner than you thought. Oh, He didn't know whether to be glad or sorry. When Whistle strode up the road, he walked up the road and when he came to saw the stream of tea pouring out, mixed with jam, cakes, he was most surprised. What the hell is happening here? He stared at it with surprise. Poor Tick-Tock cried to Master, what? You dare to meddle with magic when I told you not to? You were my magic cloak, how dare you? Oh, please, your Highness, forgive me. और वो माफी मांग रहा था और रो रहा था इस बात और उसका रंग उड़ गया था. I just thought I would give a tea party like you did. It looked so easy. But nothing would stop. It just went on and on. The teapot is still pouring in the dining room. The enchanter angrily waded through the stream of tea and looked in at the dining room door. What a dreadful sight! He frowned in anger, then he clapped his hands sharply 3 times and said, Illa rimmy to my lippity crim, illa rimmy to my lippity crim, illa rimmy to my lippity crim. Those were the magic words. Oh, these words so magic that Tick-Tock trembled. That was good. Words se bhi dar laga tha. But at the sound of them, the teapot at once stopped pouring. उंडेलना छोड़ दिया teapot ने और cakes भी रुक गए. They stopped falling from the air. So did the jam, so did the marmalade and butter. Oh my God! But the dreadful mess remained. Tick-Tock looked at all the mess are you going to make all this mess go to? He asked his master. No. You are going to make that go, said Wind Whistles. Get brushes and cloths and soap and water, Tick-Tock, and clear it up. It'll keep you busy. Tick-Tock went away. Oh, the mess would take him days to clear up, but it was his own fault. Uski galti thi. He should not have meddled with the magic as he was told to. He'll never mess with the magic. Well, finally, Wind Whistle forgave Tick-Tock when the house was clean. But when he wants to tease the little brownie, he says, would you like another tea party, Tick-Tock, someday? But Tick-Tock shakes his head and cried, no, never again. So how do you feel? Can you imagine cakes or tea का river बन गया और वो बाहर की drive पे चला जा रहा है? And even the enchanter, the magician, had to wade through it like that. Oh my God! I knew something would happen when you don't listen to as you're told to do. Then, well, bure kaam ka bura natija. So we should listen to our elders, shouldn't it? And what's our motto? Yes, our motto is to help our parents with little things because they do so much for us. And be kind to anybody who needs help. Thank you. Lovely to see your sparkly eyes, my dear fair ladies and fair men. Goodbye and good night. Enjoy your week at school. Bye-bye.